Hello friends, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making rhubarb strawberry macarons. Are you ready? Let's get started. The first step, we need to prepare rhubarb strawberry puree. We need to wash and cut rhubarb into small pieces. This is how it looks, rhubarb. I got from my local farm, but a lot of grocery stores also sell it. So I washed and cut it and prepared like this. Then I washed and cut my strawberries into small pieces. Why I'm using strawberries in this recipe? The rhubarb, when you cut it, it looks green inside. And for the color, I just want to add some strawberries. It just, when you make puree with the just rhubarb, it's not going to look that pretty. And I don't want to add any food coloring, so that's why I'm using strawberry. Plus, it's going to add really good flavor into ganache that we're making. I'm going to use small saucepan and I'm going to add pieces of strawberries and pieces of rhubarb. And I'm going to cook over medium heat 5 to 7 minutes. It's been about 7 minutes. I cooked this puree over medium heat. And as you see, some pieces of strawberries and rhubarb still there. I didn't cook for too long. I still want to have those pieces. And plus, if you cook longer, the color will change. And I want to have this bright red color. While puree is still hot, we're gonna remove those seeds from strawberries, and that's all pieces. So we're using just a regular bowl and strainer, and just using spatula, you transfer this puree and just going to remove all this seeds. I wish you can smell this. It smells so good. I think the combination of strawberries and rhubarb is really good. Plus color is really bright. And I'm sure it's gonna taste delicious. And if you're making puree, I would always recommend to remove those seeds while puree is still hot. Don't wait for too long to remove. Just process right away. You see this puree? So beautiful. Well, I think it's enough. Usually I clean my strainer like that. Then I'm going to use clean spatula and I'm going to mix this puree. You see how beautiful it is? Just because you added some strawberries. It smells delicious. And you know, if you have some seeds there, I think it's fine because it's just showing that it's homemade and it's all natural. Just delicious. So now this puree, we're gonna mix with the white chocolate and make ganache. Our next step, we're gonna make rhubarb strawberry ganache. I semi-melted in a microwave white chocolate. I warm up this rhubarb and strawberry puree, and I cut my unsalted butter to small pieces. I'm gonna add about 1/3 of my puree into white chocolate and start mixing with the spatula. We're mixing with the spatula white chocolate and rhubarb strawberry puree. Have to do it fast and pressing down. And you see color changing, and it's optional to add some food coloring for your ganache or just leave all natural. This light pink kind of color. Now I'm going to use hand blender and emulsify my ganache just to make sure the chocolate and puree is combined. I am mixing ganache with the spatula, and you see the color, it's not really bright, so if you want you can add some food coloring to the ganache. Just make sure the color that you're using, it's oil based, it's not water based, the one that you're using for macaron shells. This is, you need some oil based food coloring. And while my ganache is still warm, I'm gonna add unsalted butter, mix it with spatula, and emulsify with a hand blender. Why I'm using unsalted butter? It's just for texture. I'm gonna use my hand blender. Don't emulsify for too long. Just remember, you're emulsifying, you're warming up more this ganache. And we don't want to warm up for too long. Just give a stir, make sure there is nothing left on the bottom. This, what do we have? Now I'm going to use my plate and I'm going to transfer this ganache. Give a little shake my plate. I'm gonna get some plastic wrap. I'm gonna cover with a plastic wrap to contact. using my hands to press this plastic wrap. If you have any bubbles, just pull this plastic wrap, shake it, and place it back. You can do from different sides. Just like this. Just a few more bubbles. And just like that, I'm gonna leave on the countertop. I transfer ganache into piping bag with the round piping tip. I'm using Wilton 1A. I also prepared rhubarb strawberry confit with the same puree. I placed in a plastic bag. I just cut little tip and it's ready for piping. And I made this beautiful red color macaron shells. I used my no rest method. The recipe and video lesson you can find on my blog. And now I'm gonna fill these macarons. First, I'm gonna pipe some ganache. And then I'm gonna pipe some confit right in the center of this ganache. And now I'm gonna sandwich those macarons. Just gonna press a little bit and make sure there is no ganache coming out from the edges of the macaron. That's how it looks. Take another shell.